all these comments over many years, actually, since I first started sharing what I see and what I know with other people, which was probably, maybe when I was 18, and as I'm 71 now, it's been a good many years, and my what I see, what I know has never changed in any way. I've never adapted it. You see, you cannot back away from the truth. If you do that, then you are diluting the truth, and you are associating yourself with those that really are not seeing the truth. And so what I was saying before is this, that the world today has an abundance of spiritual teachers and gurus, many more than in times past. And of course now, these days, many of them, and many more, are in America than there are even in India. So just consider this. If the spiritual teachers and gurus, the numbers of them, have increased dramatically, say over the last 30, 40 years, how come that we haven't heard of a huge increase in those who are finding enlightenment? We don't. I don't feel that there's any increase in those who become enlightened through these many thousands of gurus today than there was several hundred years ago. So the actual number of those who find enlightenment has not increased, but the number of spiritual teachers and gurus have. Now, why is this? It's mainly because, and I'm not criticizing anyone else, I'm not criticizing spiritual teachers or gurus. All I'm saying is that it's easy to set yourself up as a spiritual teacher, as a guru, quite honestly, with the hope of teaching and helping others. And that's fine, there's nothing wrong with that. But the problem that there is here is that almost all of them, are teaching different methods, different practices, and different paths, which in itself is fine. It will keep their followers, devotees, occupied, and it's and it's an interesting life that you could have. However, nobody that I know today seems to be teaching the Pathless Path. Now, people say to me, well, what is this Pathless Path? It's very simple. Enlightenment or pure consciousness is nowhere else but here. We're looking for it elsewhere. But where elsewhere could it possibly be? Either we're looking for it in a different place. We drag our bodies from one guru, to another, or from one spiritual teacher to another, and we're trying to find enlightenment in a different place, or we're trying to, find it in a different time. In other words, we feel that if we work hard enough, do many practices and methods, that we'll find it somewhere in the future. And we're missing the complete truth, the complete understanding that you are pure consciousness. And as pure consciousness, enlightenment is already here. It's not something that you can attain, not something you can look for, it's already here. This is what we are. So every method, every practice, every path can only do one thing: lead you away from here to there. Every path goes from here to there. When in fact enlightenment and pure consciousness is already here. There is no path from here to here. Now, what do? There is no path from here to here. You're already here. It's already yours. You really have to look into this, and see it for yourself. It cannot be described in words. It can't be explained. The mind wants things to be explained. The mind wants to be described. And if the mind feels that if it cannot be explained or described, then it doesn't exist, it's not real. Well, that's certainly not true. The understanding, the truth of enlightenment, of pure consciousness, cannot be explained in words. Words can be used as pointers. The truth is, it is nowhere else except here. Where else can it be? It is not in some other place. It is not at some future time. It is here, it is now, it is what you are, and any other path is going to lead you away from here. So all these paths lead from here to there. There is no path from here to here. And this is what I teach. You are enlightened now. You are already pure consciousness. You have always been that. You are that now. You will never be anything else. Are you practicing somehow in order to get something that you haven't got? And I'm saying you're wrong. You already have it. It's yours. And there's no way that I can give it to you, because you already have it. And there's no one on this planet that can give you enlightenment. No one, because you already have it. It is not out there. It is not at some future time. It is not in some different place. You don't need to travel to India, to America, to anywhere else. You already have it. This is the pathless path. There is no path from here to here. You are already here. It is already yours. Meditate on this. Drop the paths. Drop the methods. Drop the practices. You are already here. There is no path from here to here. Okay.